So when we compare 2012 and 2022 today, the number of students going abroad has definitely doubled. But the students who are looking for education loans has gone up by almost 5 times. The US dollar rate exactly this time in 2012 was about 57 rupees, and now today it is 80 rupees. So why there is so much increase in education loan applications? Why are so many students opting for an education loan? Launched its product, which was like 7 to 8%, offering up to 1.5 CR of loan amount, and that product was a revolution in itself. Financial independence has become the thing for younger generation in India. Students who are having more than 3 years of work ex can actually go for a loan without a financial co-applicant. That product has become so popular now. Hello all, this is Damini, co-founder of VMake Scholars. I welcome you to the 39th episode of our web series Loanflix Season 2. For those of you who are new to my channel, let me tell you, Loanflix is a web series which covers each and every detail of an abroad education loan. Right from the eligibility, the process, sanction, disbursement, repayment, everything. And Loanflix is an initiative of VMake Scholars. VMake Scholars is an organization which is funded and supported by the Ministry of IT, Government of India, and its sole purpose is to help students like you get an abroad education loan. And let me make it very clear, all the services of VMake Scholars are completely free of cost. So VMake Scholars actually started as a scholarship listing platform in the year 2015, but within just an year we had to start our education loan vertical because there were so many students asking for education loan support on a daily basis. And I can tell you one thing, that since 6 years when we are helping students with the education loans, there had been no look back, because these students who are looking for education loans, the numbers had been growing every year massively. So why there is so much interest in education loan? Why so many students are going for it? See, the number of students who were going to study abroad had been growing since 2005, and in fact the number of students who went from India to study abroad in 2012 was approximately 2 lakhs. So when we compare 2012 and 2022 today, the number of students going abroad has definitely doubled. I mean, from 2 lakhs it's close to 4 lakhs now. But the students who are looking for education loans has gone up by almost 5 times. So why there is so much increase in education loan applications? Why are so many students opting for an education loan? So in this video, I'll tell you the 5 reasons why education loan is getting popular in the past decade. Let's start. Reason 1, increased expenses. So abroad education loan is way more expensive now compared to what it was 10 years ago. Yes, of course the fees has increased, but that's not the key reason behind the increase in expenses. It is the currency rate that had been the game changer. So the US dollar rate exactly this time in 2012 was about 57 rupees, and now today it is 80 rupees, right? So that is like a whooping 40% increase in the US dollar rate. So about 50% of the Indian students flock who every year choose US for their masters. Their cost has gone up from an average of 30 to 35 lakhs in 2012 to about 50 to 55 lakhs now. And that is one of the reasons that it is making it almost impossible for any Indian father to fund the foreign education of the kid through savings. That's why most of the students are looking for education loans now. The second reason behind the growth of education loans is actually the increased availability of education loans. So 10 years ago when I was going abroad in the year 2012, there were literally no public banks offering more than 20 lakhs of loan. I'm damn serious about it. And these public banks used to charge 12 to 14% of interest rate for a collateral backed loan, and the collateral requirement was like 200% of the loan amount. And there was no concept of non-collateral loan because there was only one NBFC which was also working like government banks, focusing on collateral backed loans. Could you see what the world was like back then? And it was in the year 2016 when State Bank of India launched its product, which was like 7 to 8% of interest rate and offering up to 1.5 CR of loan amount, and that product was a revolution in itself. And after that, many public banks and private banks started following it, and many private banks and NBFCs even started offering non-collateral loans of up to 40 lakhs, and that's where we are today. Currently, there are about 12 banks and NBFCs who are actively giving education loans and promoting education loans. And now, because these options are available, students are choosing to go for education loan instead of that whole struggle of self-funding, asking relatives, asking family, friends, etc. Coming to reason 3, it is the availability of the future income data. So earlier banks didn't used to offer loans for mediocre universities. It was all about the top 150, 200 universities which were known globally, and banks were only comfortable funding loans for those universities. And for the other decent ranked universities, there was always this fear of employability and the average income, etc. But now, because there are portals like US News, PayScale, which are providing many clear data points about the average salary, the placement records, etc., that's why lenders are comfortable offering loans to the average students also who are going to mediocre universities, and hence students are opting for it. Reason number 4 is financial independence, and I think this is the most important and relevant reason. Financial independence has become the thing for younger generation in India. Students are no longer interested to take help from their parents for funding their higher education, and even when it comes to repayment, people are barely taking help from their parents. That is the main reason why new this product of work experience, wherein students who are having more than 3 years of work ex can actually go for a loan without a financial co-applicant. That product has become so popular now. Reason 5, loans are cheaper now. And this is the final most relevant reason for the increasing popularity of education loans, is that the low interest rates are more prevalent now. So education loans used to be way more expensive a decade ago. As I mentioned earlier in this video that in 2012, the public bank's interest rate for a collateral backed loan used to be about 12 to 14%. But the same product now is being offered at like 8 to 9%. So with these reducing interest rates, it doesn't make sense for people to utilize their own funds for the purpose of funding education. So what families are doing now is that they are reserving their liquid cash in the form of FDs and gaining about 5-6% of interest on that, and at the same time taking an education loan for funding the higher education. So with this, they have two benefits. Number one, the student becomes more financially independent because he has that liability of an education loan, and at the same time the family has liquid funds reserves for any situation, kind of medical emergency or any such similar emergencies. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments below and I'll definitely get back to each one of you. And please note that VMX Scholars team can help you one-on-one with your education loan application. So to get in touch with our team, you can request a call back using the link mentioned in the video description and the link which is mentioned above. And once you do that, a financial officer will get in touch with you who will handhold you on your entire education loan journey. And please note that all the services of VMX Scholars are completely free of cost. VMX Scholars is funded and supported by the Ministry of IT, Government of India. And at the same time, if you appreciate the effort we put in to bring this information out to you, then please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to never miss any updates from us.